Hey class, so here we are getting ready for the final project. So I wanted to run through with you some things to keep in mind, and you'll see this is posted out there in course content for the final project. But I thought I would talk through it with you just to make sure that we're on the same page. You're going to select one maxim out of the three modules that we had: personal, team, organizational. You're going to tie it to the same standards that we used before. You should be referencing some of the material that we've used, the things that you've posted for those in the Dropbox for each of those modules, and some specific quotes. Some of you have been slow in catching on to that, although it's been in the grading rubric since day one. A specific quote or quotes from somebody in your group that goes with this. And then, of course, the personal experience that goes with that. And you all have done a really nice job of tying personal experience into your maxims. So again, those same thing that we've been doing or been trying to do that you're going to share with each of those three maxims. And then, of course, with each of those, tell us why that was the winner. What was it about that maximum that's so personal to you? Hopefully that you'll speak specifically to how it's going to support your leadership style going forward. So this is a course in leadership, and we want to come out of this with some things that will think differently and do differently. Since you're doing three, we had a number of books. I would like you to use a different book or different material. For example, one of the materials that's not a book would be the Sheryl Sandberg video. But I want you to reference something different. In other words, don't tell me all three maxims came from EQ 2.0. Although as powerful as it was, I appreciate that, but I'd like to see you mix that up. The real purpose of this exercise, there are, I guess, two things that I would say. One is to be able to take your maxims and narrow it down to the three with the most personal power for you. Secondly, and the reason that we're doing this as a video, is to demonstrate your passion and commitment to embracing those leadership maxims and to starting to solidify your personal leadership style. And of course, you got to demonstrate your presence. I'm just thinking that an MBA candidate, that personal preference is going to be important to your ability to persuade and sell your ideas. So for those of you who hadn't had a lot of opportunity to do that, here's where you have it. And so here's the thing, is that you get to practice. You're not getting up in front of a class. You're just going to practice, do a couple run-throughs, watch it, get better all the time. First thing is make good eye contact. Remember, you're looking at the camera, not at yourself. So you want to do that. Make sure you've got good sound and video. What you hear on this is fine, but it just has to be hearable and watchable. And you'll be able to tell when you play yours back that you've made it. In other words, don't make just one cut at this, upload it, and think you're good. You need to at least look at it before you go up and post it and ask me to watch it. Write up some notes and tape them. You'll notice that I'm looking. That's completely okay. I've got what I wanted to say right up in here, and that's completely acceptable. Don't talk too fast. Slow down is one of the things, and if you're nervous, you're going to have a tendency to talk fast, so just try to slow it down. But again, if you take a first cut at this and play it and watch how you're being assessed on it, I think you're going to do just fine. So practice, and practice some more, and keep it close to 5 minutes. YouTube seems to be the choice for it, but I'm going to open up a discussion out there in our year-long discussion board. And you guys start weighing in on what you do, what really works for you, maybe some tips. I know there are some folks that have not done this, create and upload a video. So anything you can do to encourage them would be appreciated. And so in the end, I'm hoping that your final product, that the video will be of good enough quality. It doesn't really take all that much. But more importantly, that you'll have some compelling, three very compelling maxims. And your personal preference will be enough that you'll want to share this video with other people. I would suggest that maybe when you're in the practice mode that you have some other folks look at it if you're really unsure about how you're coming across. So 3 maxims, a lot of personal presence, and just deliver some real power behind your leadership style as told by the story of your leadership maxims. You guys are going to do great. Can't wait to see the final products.